checked exception, not unchecked exception. Overriding method may not declare any checked exception. Overriding method may not declare any checked exception. Overriding method can declare same check exception or is subtype declared by overridden method. And overriding method cannot declare checked exception not declared by overridden method. Now, all these points, they seem challenging or complicated, but they are not challenging, they are not complicated at all. They're challenging, but they are not complicated at all if you understand it properly. And that's why I decided to discuss it in the morning. That's why I did not discuss this point yesterday at the end. Okay. So overriding method. Now, before we start, I will explain you everything. But before we start, let me tell you all these ABC points. Wherever may not is written, wherever can return, wherever cannot return, you have to maintain these words. You should not manipulate these words. For example, instead of may not, if you say cannot, the meaning will change. If you say can, if you say may, or sorry, if you say somewhere it is cannot, and if you say may not, it will not work. So wherever wordings are there, you have to maintain the same wording, and with practice, you will be able to answer it fluently. No problem. So all these points now we are going to see. Overriding method may not declare any check exception. Overriding method can declare same check exception or is subtype declared by overridden method. And finally, overriding method cannot declare checked exception not declared by overridden method. Okay. So now overriding rules implementation. Okay. So look at that first point. Overriding method may not declare any check exception. So what do you mean by that? We have class base, class sub, extends base, public void display, public void display. Now this display is overridden method. This display is overriding method. This display overridden method declares IO exception. IO exception comes under check exception category. So overridden method declares IO exception. Overriding method here is not declaring any check exception. That's perfectly fine as far as point number A is concerned. Point number A says overriding method may not declare any checked exception. Look at that. Overriding method may not declare any checked exception. So that means even if overriding method does not declare any check exception, compiler has no problem.